Hello everyone, let us learn Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law is very important in electrostatics, which gives the force of interaction between two charged bodies or 2 point charges. So this Coulomb's law is a fundamental law governing interaction between charges at rest. The statement of Coulomb's law is the force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charges at rest is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And this force is act along the line joining the two charges. For that, consider 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 separated by a distance r from each other. Then the magnitude of force of attraction F is directly proportional to the product of charges, that is F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2, and this force of interaction is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them, that is F is inversely proportional to R square. By combining these two, we get F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 upon R square. Take a constant of proportionality and write the equation in equality. We get F is equal to K into Q1 Q2 upon R square, where K is constant of proportionality and its magnitude depends on units of force, charges and distance of separation. So the value of this constant of proportionality K is equal to 9 into 10 is to 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So if we take a two unlike charges, then there is a force of attraction between these two charges. If we take like charges, positive positive or negative negative, then there is a force of repulsion between that two charges. Next term is relative permittivity or dielectric constant. So by Coulomb's law, we get the force of interaction between 2 point charges. Now if we change the medium where the charges are kept, then the media affects the value of force, or media affects the force between the charges. So let us find the force of interaction between 2 point charges when kept in a medium like water, silica or paraffin paper, which is F medium is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 upon R square, where epsilon is a absolute permittivity of the medium. Now if the same charges are placed in vacuum and separated by same distance r, then we get the force of interaction F vacuum is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square, where epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space or air or vacuum. Now take a ratio of F vacuum to F medium, we get 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 upon R square divide 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 upon R square, and we get F vacuum upon F medium is equal to epsilon upon epsilon naught, where the ratio epsilon upon epsilon naught is the relative permittivity or the dielectric constant of the medium, which is denoted by epsilon r or small k. So we can write epsilon r or small k equal to epsilon upon epsilon naught, which is equal to F vacuum upon F medium. From this equation, we can define relative permittivity is a ratio of absolute permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space, or the relative permittivity is also defined as the ratio of the force between 2 point charges placed at a certain distance apart in free space or vacuum to the force between the same 2 point charges when placed at the same distance in the given medium. And this relative permittivity or dielectric constant is a dimensionless quantity, which is also known as specific inductive capacity. The force between 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 placed at a distance r in medium of relative permittivity epsilon r is given by F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r into Q1 Q2 upon r square, where the epsilon is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r. For water, the relative permittivity epsilon r is 80. Then we get formula F vacuum divide F water is equal to epsilon r, which is equal to 80. So we can write this equation for F water equal to F vacuum divided by 80. That is, the interactive force in water is 1/80th of the interactive force in vacuum. That means the interactive force in water reduces to 1/18th that of in vacuum. Thus, a material medium reduces the force between charges by a factor of relative permittivity, that is epsilon r. Next, definition of unit charge. So by Coulomb's law, the force between 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 separated by a distance r in free space is F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon r square equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 into Q1 Q2 upon r square. If we take Q1 equal to Q2 equal to 1 coulomb and r is equal to 1 meter, then we get the force of interaction F is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton. So 1 coulomb can be defined as the amount of charge when placed at a distance of 1 meter from another charge of the same magnitude in vacuum and experience a force of 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton. This force 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton is very large force in practical. That's why we expresses the charges in smaller units like microcoulomb, nanocoulomb or picocoulomb. Microcoulomb is 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb, nanocoulomb is 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb and picocoulomb is 10 raised to minus 12 coulomb. Coulomb's law gives magnitude as well as direction of force of interaction between 2 point charges. So let us find the direction of force. For that, consider Q1 and Q2 as two similar point charges situated at point A and B. So R12 bar is the distance of separation between point A and B. So F12 bar is the force exerted on charge Q1 by charge Q2 and the force F21 bar is the force exerted on charge Q2 by charge Q1. Let us find out F21 bar equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon mod R21 bar square into R12 cap, where R12 cap is the unit vector along AB directed from A to B. Now find out the force F12 bar equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon mod R12 bar square into R21 cap, where R21 cap is the unit vector along BA bar directed from B to A. So R12 cap and R21 cap are unit vectors in opposite direction. So we can write R12 cap is equal to minus R21 cap and we get the forces F21 bar is equal to minus F12 bar. So two charges express a force of equal magnitude and opposite in direction, which forms an action reaction pair. As F12 bar and F21 bar act along the line joining the two charges, the electrostatic force is a central force. Thank you.